I'm Jacqui, I'm 30 years old, and I'm more than 200 pounds overweight.
Jacqui? It's just me. You okay?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I open the door? Tell me what's going on.
I feel embarrassed that I had to look at myself. I haven't had to do it before. I feel sick. When you don't look, you can pretend like you're not so ugly. I just don't know if I can let people see me like this and like even thinking about like the camera man and boobs. Like, I would probably like go home and throw up. I feel bad for subjecting other people to that disgusting image. You wonder why you're even here and why this is happening and why nothing can be changed, and it just makes you feel very alone and just subhuman.
I started gaining weight when I was about 14, and here's a picture of me when I was 13, and this is a picture of me when I was 15. When I was 14, I was at a party and a guy raped me, and then I just couldn't deal with it. I kind of used food to help me cope. I mean, we have candy in here, candy in here. It's all over my house. I'm always stocked for Halloween, but it's not really for Halloween. It's for me. So I just kept gaining and gaining and gaining weight. By the time I was married, I was over 300 pounds. My husband is the first man that I've ever known that treated me like I was so special and amazing.
I worry about losing my wife all the time. As a fireman and a paramedic, I see people in the field drop dead from conditions like that. It'd be painful to watch because I love that girl so much.
The biggest way I feel like I fail Sean is not being able to have kids. As soon as we started trying to have kids, we bought a couple things. We bought this rabbit because my favorite book when I was a little kid was The Velveteen Rabbit, and Sean bought this book that talked about being a firefighter because he's very proud of that. I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome. Knowing that because of my weight, we're not able to have a child, it devastates me. But if I got to normal weight, there's a chance it could reverse itself. There have been times I wondered like if I should divorce him, not because I don't love him, because I think he's the greatest, but because like if he had a wife that could have kids, like he would already have the family that he wants, he'll finally be free of this burden because I feel like a burden to him. For Chris to take a chance on me, who's been a failure up to this point, like why should he take a chance on me? I haven't shown that I can do anything. It would be the biggest opportunity I've ever been given in my entire life, and I will not waste one more second. I just won't.
Flew out here and I surprised her 1 year ago today, and she's actually on her way here right now. Once she truly believed in herself, from that point forward, it was my job just to get out of her way because she was a juggernaut. She truly was my perfect client. At 6 months, she had lost 40% of her original body weight. And when she walks out here tonight, just feel her presence, feel her confidence. It's mind-blowing. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together, rise to your feet, and let's welcome the new Jacqui.
From ABC's Extreme Makeover, Shaklee distributor, Jacqui McCoy.
To be here with my Shaklee family, and truly, Shaklee is a family. I have gotten more support from you guys over the last few months than I ever could have imagined. I've gotten letters and emails and phone calls, and it has been so awesome to be able to share this journey with you guys. And I've been coming to Shaklee conventions since I was a little girl. My mom's been in Shaklee for 30 years, and I never in my wildest dreams would have ever thought that I would be here talking to all of you. So it's a huge honor. Thank you. My story was somebody who had some tough things happen to them, but we all have some tough things happen. But the difference is that I gave up. I really, truly had given up on myself. I felt like that was the cards I was dealt in life, that I couldn't make any changes, that this was the body I had to have, that food was a crutch that I had to use, and that I couldn't change. And I had accepted it. And so after high school, I was over 200 pounds. And after college, I was over 300 pounds. And I had even resigned myself not to find love, and I met the love of my life at 300 pounds. But I just couldn't make any changes for myself. I didn't believe in me. And not only had I given up on myself, but a lot of people had given up on me. The medical community had given up on me. I went to the doctor, and they said, you know, at this point, you're so far gone that you're going to have gastric bypass surgery for you to have any hope of losing weight. And I mean, I already had given up on myself. Now a doctor who I really respect is telling me that there's no other way, that I'm too far gone. I had high blood pressure, and I had high blood sugar. I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome. And that was the time that I realized that I wasn't only affecting myself. I knew I was unhappy in my body. I knew that I wasn't fulfilling my dreams, that I wasn't doing all the things that I had set out to do in this world. But when I realized that I was affecting so much more than me, I was robbing my husband of children. I was robbing myself of my biggest dream, which was to be a mom. I came from an amazing family, and I wanted to have one of my own. And I was robbing my parents of grandchildren. And it's really something that I should have done for me, because I was worth it the whole time. But I had to find a bigger why. And that's okay, because sometimes that's what you have to do. You have to find your why, and it's sometimes not about losing 20 pounds to look a certain way or a number on the scale. If you find that bigger reason, you really make the changes more permanent. And I had that desire that was so deep that even though I still didn't believe in myself yet, thank God I had a husband who did believe in me. Thank God I had a mom and dad who did believe in me. And I don't know if you've seen this show, but Chris Powell, he took a huge chance on me. And sometimes somebody else has to believe in you before you can believe in yourself. That is where Shaklee came in. I had been picked for the show, and it was the most incredible, amazing thing that ever happened. I was terrified that I still wouldn't be able to do it, but I knew that if I had any hope of getting in these 5 hour a day exercise 6 days a week, I was a couch potato. I was terrified that I wasn't even going to get through the first hour. And I was going to be eating so little calories that all these years my mom kept trying to get me to take the Shaklee vitamins, and I took them here and there, but I wasn't faithful with them. And I said, I know that I'm going to need an amazing nutrition plan. The show's like, no problem, we'll give you vitamins. So they bought us all vitamins. But I think at Shaklee we know that not all vitamins are created equal. And they may have gone to a national chain store and gotten us some nutrients that I was pretty sure was not going to help me. So I made a commitment that day to buy Vitalizer, and my mom was thrilled. You know, it was incredible. The first few weeks I started taking it, I would call my mom and I'd be like, Mom, I feel so good, and I was reading about B vitamins, and I was reading what they could do for me, and I think that's why I have so much energy. And she'd be like, I know, I've been telling you this for years. But I was getting so excited about how I always felt like I was fighting against my body. I couldn't move the way that I wanted to move. I didn't feel the way I wanted to feel. I felt sick, and I felt tired, and I went through blood sugar issues all day long, so my energy levels were never stable. And it was so incredible to be eating so much less, moving so much more, but feeling energetic. In fact, I'd be places and I couldn't stand still, and people would be like, what is going on with you? But I just felt so good. And it was the first time I think I felt how you are supposed to feel as a human being, that exercise feels good. It's not a punishment. And I felt alive, truly, truly alive. And you know what's really crazy? Those doctors that wanted me to get gastric bypass, they also wanted me on blood pressure medication. They also wanted me to take something to regulate my blood sugar. And I was 29 when I started the show. And they wanted me on all these medications, and I didn't take any of them. And with changing my diet, taking Vitalizer, and exercising, all of them were gone within 60 days. 60 days. I mean, if people only knew that nutritionally they could make those changes, and people think it takes a really long time, but my body in 60 days maybe had lost about 50 to 60 pounds. And I was still more than 100 pounds overweight, more than 140 pounds overweight. But on the inside, my body already was completely different. And people don't know that. Even before you're at your goal weight, using the Shaklee products to get the right nutrition is going to change you from the inside out. And you don't have to be on all these medications, and that nutritionally, you can change your whole life and your whole future, and you can achieve your dreams. I really, truly always thought that I would be in a place where I would be living halfway, and I had accepted it. And that's so sad. And what kind of a mom could I have been, and what would I have taught my kids? And in this next phase of my life, family is really important to me. And so not only did Shaklee give me back my health, but it is so exciting that I can have a career where I get to help other people achieve their dreams, which you all know that nothing is as good as achieving your own dreams, but the second best thing is helping other people achieve their dreams. And that's what you guys get to do, which is so incredible. How many lines of work? You could be selling anything. I got the tools from Chris Powell in the show to learn how to change my life. And all of you guys have them. And I get phone calls and letters, and they're like, what did you do to lose the weight? And when I tell them 5 hours of exercise and this very strategic meal plan, they get really confused, and they're like, I don't know if I can do that. And I'm like, awesome, do it the better, easy way. This is cinch. And they get really, really excited. And then they taste all the different products, and they see what it has to offer. And all of you have the tools. But the biggest change is most of us know how to lose weight. We know what to eat, and we know how we should move. But the biggest thing for me that made the difference is that support system. And each one of you are not only creating businesses and selling weight loss products, but you should be building communities where you guys are supporting each other, where you have passion for health and wellness. There's so many people out there living a different way, but you guys can revitalize where you live, because if you're all in it together, because that's how it felt with the people I started to surround myself with in the CrossFit community, in my gym that I went to, in the farmer's market I shopped at, and in Shaklee, we all had common goals. And that's what you're truly building, and that's why it's so successful, and that's why people stay in Shaklee so many years, because you guys are building a whole community of people. So I am really, really excited that Shaklee was a part of my story, and I'm going to keep telling it. And I get to share this amazing thing with so many different people. I have tools for people to change their lives, so I didn't just do it for me. I get to pay it forward, and so do all of you. And I'm super excited about those cinch chips, because that's just another way to make it easy. People are going to be going out and they want fast things anyways. Why not let Shaklee do it for you? You're getting the right amount of fat, carbohydrates, protein. You're getting everything that you need, but it's a healthy, wise choice. And I know that I keep one in my bag at all times now, because there's a lot of things on the market, but they're not high quality. And I just feel good about being able to share something that I feel so passionate about. And I actually have had the huge honor to help coach season 3 of Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition. I hope you guys are watching it, season 2. And to be able to be a part of their lives, and actually all of the people on season 3 are taking the Vitalizer, and they are loving it. I got a call from one of the guys on the show, and he said that he had gotten home from a boot camp that we did, and he just wasn't feeling as good as he did when he was there, and he had low energy, and he just wasn't sure what was going on, so he went to the doctor, and then he realized he forgot to take his Vitalizer. And he started again, and he started to feel good, and that was such an amazing testimony. The people are saying to me, how do I sign up and buy this after the year is over? And because right now Shaklee has been so gracious to donate to season 3, which is so awesome. But they already want to know how to buy it. They're not even out of it. Their year isn't up for quite some time, but they want to make sure that they never lose this. And it's so good for me as their coach to know that they're nutritionally sound, because what you put your body through during that year is really, really difficult, and you have to have the right nutrients in your body. So season 3 is going incredibly well. They're lovers of Shaklee. Chris and Heidi Powell actually take the Vitalizer too, even though they're not official sponsors or anything, but they saw how well I was doing, and they wanted to know what it was. And of course, everyone loves that it is so travel friendly, and we are always all over the board. So it's just, Shaklee means so much to me, and I am so blessed to have had a very smart mom that got involved in Shaklee many, many years ago and always instilled health and nutrition into our lives. And I actually was never able to do the full cinch program because I was doing the show program. And I am just re-inspired to take off my last 20 pounds. I mean, hearing the research Dr. McManus and Cindy Latham put out there, it is the best way. I'm all about building muscle now. I want to be strong. I work out way too much to lose any of my muscle mass. And I just wanted to commit to you guys today that I am going to actually, for the first time since the show, do full cinch for the next 3 months. And I'm going to write about it and share my experience because I think it's that important. So, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think Justin is going to come out, and we are going to see about your cinch commitments.
I am going to come out. Here I am. Jacqui. Give it up for Jacqui McCoy. How inspirational is she? It's truly amazing. That is such a great story. And Jacqui, if you'll just stay with me for 1 minute. I know that people have been very inspired today, but I want you to help me show the results so far of our weight loss challenge.
Awesome.
Okay, are you guys ready to see that? All right, well, the votes continue to come in. They're actually still rolling in as we talk. The goal, I should say, the goals are coming in. But let's take a quick look at where we stand currently. Drum roll. Wow. 32,855 pounds.
I don't think that includes the 20 pounds I just committed to. I didn't have time to text.
Okay. 32,875 pounds.
That's
Thank
well,
you, Jacqui.
if you don't mind, I'm going to actually start right now. And I think I have a shake waiting backstage. So
All
thank
right.
you guys so much.
Fantastic. Jacqui McCoy, everyone.
Before she goes, she has to put on her cinch commitment band.
Thank you.
Okay. Wasn't she great?
I'm in.
She's cinched, okay?
Thank you.
Good job, everybody.
Jacqui McCoy, everyone. So we are going to continue to